Dante Williams, you watching
Dante's
Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? Well, you know how the saying goes. I got some good news, and I got some really, really bad news. What you want to hear first? I'll go ahead and give you the good news. The good news is Gennady Golovkin versus David Lemieux did a good job of selling out the Madison Square Garden with an attendance of 20,568. Now, the bad news is, according to multiple sources, Golovkin versus Lemieux only did 150,000 pay-per-view units. And some sources are even saying the numbers are lower than that. Even according to Tom Loeffler, Golovkin's promoter, even by his standards, these are very disappointing numbers. Tom Loeffler didn't even expect to get numbers this low. Tom Loeffler had just said a couple weeks before the fight that he would be happy just to get 200,000 pay-per-view units, right? And they bring in less than that. Now, I'm sure all you guys know already that Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather, their first pay-per-views was 300,000 plus. That means Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya, they doubled the numbers that Golovkin did in his first pay-per-view fight. Now, the irony of this all are, of course, the double standards. I remember Yahoo, they had a report of Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers after the Berto fight, which was around 500 to 550,000. And do you guys know what Yahoo titled the story? And we're talking about Yahoo. We're not talking about no super small time website. Yahoo, they titled the article, "Nobody Watched Floyd Mayweather versus Berto." This is what they titled the article. That was the headline. It showed the numbers, and then it said nobody watched Mayweather versus Berto. So if nobody watched Mayweather versus Berto, what kind of article is he going to write about Gennady Golovkin? Oh, that's right, I forgot. Golovkin ain't on the coincidental list, so we won't see an article like that, right? I told you guys that this fight was not pay-per-view worthy, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that said that. I think where Tom Loeffler went wrong is when they started thinking that just because Golovkin was selling out arenas, that would translate into him being this huge pay-per-view star. But there's a difference from getting 15 to 20,000 people to come to an arena versus getting 300 to 400,000 people to buy pay-per-views. You know, I say it all the time on this channel. It doesn't matter how much you love, how much you hate. There is one thing that you can never get away from, and that is the whole truth. Numbers don't lie. And what these numbers just told us is, just because you have a whole bunch of casual fans on the internet constantly talking about how Golovkin is the future and he's this and he's that and boxing will be dead without Golovkin, right? Just because you see fans and hear fans saying stuff like that doesn't automatically make it true. Unfortunately, Golovkin is not going to be able to become a star without fighting someone. That's what these numbers prove. He's going to have to fight someone. And I got a feeling he ain't gonna get the Cotto versus Canelo winner. He ain't. I just don't believe these guys are gonna fight him. Unless they gain some type of confidence watching Golovkin turn into a boxer against David Lemieux. Right? I mean, anything is possible. But outside of that, I don't see them fighting Golovkin next. If Golovkin can't get the winner of those guys, who is he going to fight? And can he fight anyone that would help him produce better numbers than what Ward versus Kovalev is going to generate in 2016? Because I'm telling you guys right now, Ward versus Kovalev is going to do big numbers on HBO. That is guaranteed. I don't know if you guys know this, but before Andre Ward took time off, Andre Ward was actually doing better TV ratings than Golovkin was. Oh yeah, go check it. You could Google all that stuff. Andre Ward was doing better TV ratings when he fought against Edwin Rodriguez, when he fought against Chad Dawson. He did better numbers than Golovkin. If he did good numbers against those type of opponents, can you guys imagine the type of numbers he's going to do against Sergey Kovalev? So the question is, once again, if Golovkin can't get Cotto Canelo winner, who can he fight to generate those type of numbers? It would most likely have to be someone moving up from 154. Right? I can't see anyone else. So, at the end of the day, we found out that Golovkin is far from being a draw in the sport of boxing right now. But the good news is, Golovkin did do better pay-per-view numbers than Mosley versus Mayorga too. That's all I got. I'm on to the next one.